Hey everyone, my name is Daniel Hyman. Welcome to Ask Me Anything. I'm the Vice President of Entertainment Finance and Development for SingularDTV. At the Tribeca Film Festival, which is a great place to be on the ground with creators, filmmakers, investors, producers, anybody connected to film. For me, having recently come on board the company, it's really essential that I share with all of you guys what we're working on under the hood. We're staffing up, we're ramping up, we're going into production. We have a lot of things on the pipeline, and it's really super important to me that you guys know exactly what we're working on. So that's why I'm here. My background. I'm from New York, born and raised. I love this film festival. I've been going ever since high school. I started a pretty traditional career. I went to school upstate, had an economics degree. I worked in finance. I did a little bit of tech and IT consulting at financial firms, mostly around derivatives, financial crisis, 2008. I took a huge jump. I threw all of that away. My best friend's best friend was producing film. I said, I want to do what you're doing. He said, move to California. There I went. I produced a couple films. After about 3 years of doing that, I found the absolute smartest person I could find. I begged him for a job. I spent almost three and a half years there, and here I am today. It's a little bit of a background in LA, producing, being a sales agent, now working on the finance and development side is sort of the perfect combination of my entire history, my entire last 10 years of passion towards entertainment, and it's really culminating. I wouldn't say culminating, but it's really taking off in, I think, the right way, and I'm super excited to be part of this team, to be on the forefront of what I would describe as a new frontier of entertainment distribution. So that's my spiel. I think you guys have been sending in some questions. They're about to pop up for me, so give me a minute. We're just writing them out. But yeah. Are there any updates on when the first version of the platform is going to launch? Yes, we do have updates. We hope to be rolling out a beta around November. We're looking to do a official first version January, February. Mobile app platform applications will follow soon after. I think what's really important to us, and this is why I'm so happy to be here, is that we want to have content aligned with our platform launch. We want to make sure that when the technology is ready, when the interface is ready, when we're able to positively offer something to you guys in the community, we want to have the content that matches that and the quality that matches that as well. I hope that helps on the timeline perspective, but we're going into production on maybe 2 or 3 films. We're working on a couple acquisitions. I'll tell you about that some other time. And of course, we want a whole series of catalogs to launch with. How can singles be useful for a film and television production company? From Alpiner Bergen. I hope I said that right. Sure. So I think the idea of singles is that we're creating this economy whereby all of our film, all of the royalties and the revenues of film can sort of be encapsulated in a piece of property, I want to say, that everybody gets to have ownership in. And so as the singles increase in value, which is hopefully contributed to by the revenue of our own company, that sort of increases the pool of liquidity and funding for not only our original content that we can use to fund content from film and television production companies, but also that enables other film and television producers to get on our platform, put their offering up to either institutional investors, private investors, or other individuals to raise funds for their product. The increasing pool of liquidity for singles and singles holders will be what drives that next step in fundraising. The top 3 benefits of using blockchain to distribute movies from Sankita Kada. I hope I said that right, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, the top 3 benefits of blockchain. So for me, blockchain has 3 very important functions in the entertainment economy. Number 1 is transparency. I say that goes without saying. To be able to see every film transaction on a transaction level, the instantaneous flow and settlement of royalties, revenue, spend, and viewership is going to lead to a level of data and understanding that we've never really had before. Timing is also important because this is instantaneous, because blockchain is sort of a shared, distributed database of information, you can almost know on a real-time basis how your movie is performing and where it's performing. That drastically affects digital distribution models, to know that your form is hitting in one area, not hitting in another, or hitting one demographic, but not another. That's one of the major added value in terms of how we get films out there. I'm not sure if I covered 3, but I just think on the whole, using blockchain is going to stimulate investment and creativity. And I'm very, very keen on these points because the reason people are wary of film investment is because it's historically been not very transparent. We're hoping to change that. We're hoping to stimulate investment, and if you stimulate investment, you stimulate creativity and risk-taking. I think everyone wants to go with the super low-budget indie or the super big-budget proven blockbuster from IP that is tried and true, but there is so much in between that we hope to enable people to create. Could releasing a film with blockchain technology prevent creators from utilizing traditional releases on methods such as Netflix? The answer is absolutely not. It's whatever you guys want to do. We are out to provide a platform for you guys to better monetize, hopefully better monetize and more quickly monetize your film, your content, your entertainment. We're not going to put restrictions and say that you can't put your film on Netflix, you can't put your film on Amazon Prime. If that's what you want to do, we understand that. I think the pool of people that can get their content on Netflix and Amazon Prime is shrinking. So what does that mean for all the rest of the creators? Where do they get money? Where do they monetize their content? Where can they put their content on a global platform that's accessible to everybody? That's where we come in. Who bought them? Sure. This is probably more of an economics question, which I'm happy to answer. It is my job. Singles are the vehicle in which people can participate in the profitability of what we're creating. Everything that we create in our little ecosystem, every piece of content, every piece of every entertainment vehicle that we've sponsored, we've paid for, we've funded, everything that exists in our little world functions no different than a traditional company. Revenues flow down, they hit expenses, revenues flow down to a bottom line, and you're left with net income, you're left with net profits. That rolls into the overall funding of our company, which is represented by singles. People who hold singles will share in our success. People who hold singles will be able to spend singles on our content in our economy. Hopefully, you guys, as well as us, want to see singles go up. Not in a way that's disproportionate with our success. We don't want to be a news-driven property. We want to be a product-driven property, and we want the success of our products to reflect that in singles. How do you protect your content from privacy? Piracy, huge, huge question. We are talking to and working with a few companies that have started to investigate that technology in blockchain. Blockchain inherently is one mitigating factor against piracy. When your content is so easily accessible on the web, the effort it takes to go around traditional methods is already a barrier to entry for pirates. The way blockchain functions is that our content cannot physically be accessed without, and I'll get a little bit more specific, cannot be physically accessed without a token, which functions on our back end. A token is almost like an admission ticket into our ecosystem. If you've paid with your token, if you've bought an admission ticket into our ecosystem, you can watch our content. Removing content from the blockchain is going to be tricky because it circumvents the whole process. More on that. How do you plan to bridge the gap between the entertainment industry, which may not be heavy into blockchain, and the tech-savvy crypto investors who may not be heavily invested in the entertainment industry? Okay. What I'm understanding is, how do I marry traditional Hollywood with crypto investors who don't know much about how traditional Hollywood works? Easy. I think everybody loves entertainment. I think everybody loves money. I think these things go hand in hand. I think what creators are looking for is to be rewarded for the efforts they put forward. That's an easy sell in my mind. We're offering a platform in which you can do, as a creator, what you've always done, but we're providing specific avenues and specific ways that you can monetize your content. I think if you're a prolific producer and you've continually made little to no money on your films, I think you're more than ready to jump into the sandbox with us. That's certainly why I'm here. The second part, the crypto investing community and entertainment. Look, I think if you're into crypto and you're into tokenomics, you understand what we're doing. And if you don't, that's why I'm here. But you understand what blockchain is hoping to accomplish, and you understand what we as a company want to do for filmmakers. Also, a good investment is a good investment no matter the medium. If we're trying to prove a way that filmmakers who heavily rely on outside investment can properly monetize their content, I think that's an appealing avenue for the crypto community, especially if everyone's coming into all these crypto mini fortunes due to the volatility of the markets. We actually want to provide a vehicle that uses that same technology, but is more applicable to the real world. I say real world in terms of tangible goods and services. We are bridging that gap. I think we're trying to bridge that gap every day. Okay, with blockchain, filming is not just for big production companies anymore. Would you say that blockchain technology is participating in the creative destruction process of the cinema industry? That would be Schumpeter's original expression. There is no creative destruction happening whatsoever. I think my earlier point really talks about this. The technology that we have is aiming to stimulate investment and creativity and transparency in the industry. Will that cause some historic methods of accounting and computing and expensing to fall by the wayside? Maybe, possibly not. We're trying to introduce data into the entertainment economy on a real-time basis. Okay, film is mostly a digital good. I think theatrical is super important. Not here to take that away. DVD, maybe a little less important than it used to be, but streaming, downloading, Apple TV, iPhones, this is where entertainment is. Why shouldn't the mechanics behind these massive digital goods be up to speed and happening as fast as someone can stream content? That's our mission, that's our goal. There's no creative destruction. It makes me giggle. There's no creative destruction in this industry that I can see. Oh man. When will the white paper be released? I think June, end of June. Look for it, end of June. Will users be able to pay for our platform content with fiat currency? For those who don't know, fiat currency is dollars, pounds, euros, traditional currencies. Yes, absolutely. It would be insane for us to go to market and tell people that they couldn't use their credit cards and dollars to pay for our content. 100% yes. Sorry, we're describing as fast as we can. Which types of digital content are going to be available to watch when launching? Aside from music and film, are you guys going to support YouTubers, ebooks, gaming, and other content? Yes overall. All kinds of content are going to be supported on our platform. Ebooks, gaming, YouTubers are fascinating. YouTubers obviously can't put YouTube into our platform, but YouTubers can use our platform as their voice in addition to YouTube. I almost see it working hand in hand. YouTubers can talk to their 3 million subscribers and tell them they want to make a movie. Well, guess what? Our platform is going to allow them to directly invest in that piece of property. So yes. One more. No platform until 2019. Sure. Early 2019. I say this because we want to have the most functional, the best content, and the best platform when we launch. So it could be earlier, but you never know. Are there plans of testing the tokenomic models in the real world as early as possible? Yes, literally doing that right now. We are going into production on 3 different tokenomic models, and we are actually working that out right now, smart contracts and all. With regards to the mega production node being set up worldwide and a new token is generated, example SingJ, people see that it is just another TGE ICO. What is the value this is bringing to the token holder? Look, I think what everybody really understands about blockchain and tokens is that it's crowdfunding for an idea. Singles is the company SingularDTV. SingJ, you can almost think of it as a fund of Japanese content by Japanese filmmakers for the Japanese market. I believe that will be successful in Japan, and I believe that success will bring additional revenue, additional success to the Singles token and the SingularDTV company. Where will the Alex Winter doc be released? The Alex Winter doc is called Trust Machine, the story of blockchain. Alex Winter did Deep Web years ago that premiered at South by Southwest. We're still in post-production. This has been one of our main goals for token holders, one of our objectives when we first set out into this world. We're still in post-production. We will be applying to fall film festivals, hope to have the biggest and the best launch for the film, for the crypto holders, for everybody really. The other film that we have, I'm just going to add to this. Somebody just asked. The Happy Worker, this actually came to us in a completely bizarre, unsolicited email from one of our websites. We met with the producers, we loved the idea, and we decided, or we are pursuing funding this film and launching it on our platform. And the biggest surprise, in addition to us having already fallen in love with this script, is that it'll be executive produced by David Lynch, which pretty much shocked us all. But hopefully that speaks to our taste. Hopefully that speaks to the level of people that are interested in our platform, interested in our model, and interested in taking advantage of what we have to offer. More questions. More questions. Right. Obviously, SingularDTV requires projects to be tokenized, to be broadcast via our platform, but the content creator has the right to broadcast their content in any channels, correct? Cinema, show performance venues, galleries, etc. To what extent can SingularDTV verify the offline income? Okay. How can SingularDTV make sure that revenue coming from these offline channels will be synchronized with on-chain smart contracts to protect the token holder benefits? Great question. When you take money and goods away from the blockchain, there is an element of trust and integrity that is required to make sure that that the transfer of goods and the transfer of money is frictionless and transparent. There is no leakage, no mistakes, hopefully no fraud. Those are the risks that you take when you take the product off the blockchain. Until there is truly a way to digitize every transaction that happens off-chain so that it can be fully accounted for, we can't really control that. Our word is your word, is the vendor's word, is the creator's word. The reason blockchain exists is to minimize that reliance, is to efficientize, and I'm positive that's not a word, but to bring efficiency to a system where money is constantly off-chain and accounted for in silos, in reports that don't really make sense, on Excel spreadsheets where typos are prevalent and common. But that being said, we are there to support filmmakers in any avenue they want to pursue. You want to go to a theater, you want to go to a performance venue, 100%, we will work with you and we will get all that money back on chain and distribute it to token holders. Can you... Sure. Can I talk for a minute about the Tribeca panel? Yes, I'd love to. I'm doing a panel at Tribeca on Monday. April 23rd, 1 p.m., right here, 50 Varick Street. Can blockchain breed blockbusters? Yes, 100%. Blockchain is open and available to everybody. Like I said earlier, I think what we're doing is going to stimulate an entire segment of the film industry that has been dormant for the last several years. You have your micro low budget, and you have your massive Marvel, Universal, Disney films. There is a huge spectrum of films in between that can be equally as successful. We just need people to fund those films. We know the appetite is there. We know the viewers are there. We know the content is there. Blockchain, at the core, is going to provide a mechanism for those viewers, those investors to directly create the content they want. So yes, blockchain can breed blockbusters. Come find out more about it on Monday. And I think that's it. I think we're out of time. I'm sorry for all the questions we didn't get to. You will be seeing me, especially if you're here at Tribeca, and I look forward to the next time. So thank you so much.